You know what? We're living in a fucking interesting times though. Like to the point where like you can probably go to another country, back out your phone, and basically the other person speaks into the phone and translates it straight.
You can take a picture of signs and live translate it. So at the side, what happens? The camera does this thing where on picture.
Oh yeah.
Swerve is already there.
What are you talking about? What kind of sign? Are you talking about a sign that's written in a different language? Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. So you take a picture and it gives you the translation straight away. Have you seen it? There's like an app. Yeah.
Bro, I think the next step for that is because I don't believe we're going to be walking around a lot in the future. I think metaverse nonsense that I think is completely going to take over, and I think you're going to be walking in another country, and you'll see JD Sports adverts. See where I'm coming from? You'll be traveling. You'll be elsewhere. You see what I mean? But you'll see the adverts that fit you.
Yeah.
So marketing, stuff like that, they're going to be completely
I love that shit.
Incredibly tailored to you to an extent where you can't imagine it. Like you can't even what you know is what you know.
Yeah.
And if
that's what he says all the time.
Bro, is it what you know is what you know?
Yeah. Until you present something new.
There we go. That's what it is. But then let's say for example I jumped into Leo's point of view, I'd be like, what is like this would be so nuts to me.
Bro, my point of view is fucked already anyway. So
everyone's is.
If you saw mine, you'd be like, what the? This guy's a weirdo, bro.
No, everyone's is. But I'm saying generally, if it's gonna be so tailored to me, just like you see your Instagram explore. Mine and yours will be so different.
Everything's gonna be
So
customized.
different.
Do you know what? I kind of hate that shit. The algorithm pisses me off, you know, because what I started doing now is like, say on YouTube, obviously every single time I go to the homepage, so I'm looking for like something to watch, and obviously he's giving stuff they already know, right? Which is cool. Like I like to watch their stuff sometimes when I'm like, yo, I'm trying to get something new, and there's nothing new on there. It's just literally the stuff they already know. So what I do sometimes, I have press the explore page. There's an explore button on the thing. But what I prefer to do even better, like I go into incognito mode on YouTube.
Right.
So the moment I go into incognito, the whole thing's different. So the whole thing is like, this is the first time I come on YouTube. And like I'm there like a newborn, like everything's new to me.
I see what you mean. Take that a step further and look at I think the person that does it best is TikTok in regards to recommendations and understanding.
Do you use TikTok a lot?
I used to.
I
used to.
Was you like addicted to it?
I'd say so. But I'm addicted to it just like I'm addicted to the phone.
It's like you watch one video, like next one. And next
thing you know, you would have been there for a long time.
And the next one can be like 3 hours later.
That's what I'm saying. And especially with that specific app, the way they've it's genius. The way it's designed, the way it takes the whole screen. You don't see the comments, you don't see who you like, you don't see any information like that. You just focus on the content. For the content creator, bro, people are loving my content. From the consumer's point of view, bro, this another one.
DJ Khaled, another one. Yeah.
That's what it is.
You know what? There's a quote which made me kind of laugh. Which I don't necessarily fully agree with, but to some extent it's true. It says that TikTok didn't make people dumb. TikTok only showed who the dumb people were. Basically, that's what we're saying.
Interesting,
That's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
And then on Joe Rogan's show, like someone was talking about that TikTok is apparently, so I'm not saying this is true, weaponized by China. Yeah,
I saw that
because they're saying that in America it's just all you see is just dumb content, like Americans doing dumb content, and in China it's all educational.
I see what you mean, but I think
apparently I don't know if it's true.
No, I see what you mean, but I think even if that was the case, in my point of view, consuming anything in that way is not beneficial. Whether it's dances or whether it's football or whether it's funny skits or whether it's religious videos or whatever it may be, or if it's science and maths and whatever it may be, right? I don't think consumption in that way is useful. To learn, you go into a specific topic, you explore it very deeply, you understand the intricacies of it, the details, what are the people that are knowledgeable in it. What does this person say about it? Okay, what does that person say about that same topic? And in my point of view, that's how you become knowledgeable at a specific subject.
And it's also about application as well, right? Because there's a sense of knowledge that comes from applying it too.
Yes.
And then it's like, I kind of call it, application for me means knowledge confirmation.
Interesting.
So it's like if I learn something, I've got this piece of knowledge and I go and apply it, then I'm confirming if that knowledge is true or if it's like false, you know.
I'd go put further and I say some knowledge you cannot learn except by application. Some knowledge you absolutely cannot. Some you can, which is the stuff about China having maths and science and stuff like that on their TikTok. But for me, generally, even if it was beneficial stuff, I think consumption in that way will never be beneficial and will never be something that. Bro, you're sitting here on your bed, another. See what I mean?
I don't think the purpose may not be to be educational, but to allow exposure, right? So maybe what if we get in the perspective? What if there's a thing where, let's say for example, cameras.
Yeah.
This is my career now, but 2 years ago it wasn't my career. What if I was recommended camera and editing and stuff like that, small here and there on YouTube and Instagram, on this and that, and from that exposure, I then allowed proactivity, and then now build a career off that.
I love that. Yeah.
So maybe we're getting it all wrong. Maybe it's just a thing of exposure.
True.
Maybe.
But then equally, the way these algorithms work is that, okay, you like this specific thing, I'm gonna bombard you with it.
Yeah, so the algorithm is actually there to keep you on there. Yeah. So that's the thing. So this is how they make money. The business model is this, right? The business model is to keep you there for as long as possible to sell you more adverts. Because that's what they do. They go like, oh, we've got 3 hours of Aladdin's time to advertisers, and they go, do you want to buy it? And advertisers will go, yeah, I want to buy this much of their time, whatever. I'll pay this much for you to advertise my thing.
Anything that's free is not free. Your time is
so the interesting thing now is we're entering this crypto space, which is like supposedly going to change everything, which is going to be about, cool, if, let's say, for example, if I'm an advertiser, let's say I give £100,000 to advertise something, and then let's say you go on Instagram, you're the person I'm advertising to, I also go to Instagram. Can you also pay for the time a little out of that 100 grand a little bit as well? Now, it's not only the incentive for you to be on a platform even more, because you also get paid for it, but everyone's kind of like winning at the same time. So I think people's time is valuable, right? But then if you go on Instagram, you're giving the time away for free.
Yeah, I see. 100%. I see what you mean. Yeah. But you know what is in regards to advertising generally, so in regards to when we talk about marketing and advertising, there was a time where that's what I really wanted to go into.
Yeah.
And what I didn't understand, and I still don't understand it to an extent, is why is it a problem that these companies are collecting your data and then using it to advertise to you? It's the stuff that you want. If you didn't give them that, what would they be advertising to you? Yeah. Something you don't want. Because they're going to advertise regardless.
But no, you're 100% right.
But the thing about Explore pages, I used to Explore pages as an example. You don't get the people you already follow on your Explore page. You get new people on your... They do the same thing. They do the same thing, but it's new other accounts and other businesses. And because if I followed, let's say Small Rig is a camera equipment brand. If I followed them on Instagram and then I go on my Explore page, I won't see Small Rig from their page. I won't see any stuff from their page. Before I followed them, I would. But when I followed them, that's great success. That's what they wanted. Now let me show you another person that does the same thing, and then follow them, and then let me show you someone else. On the Explore page, that the whole purpose of that is to expose you to different things, but from the same kind of vague category that you're already interested in.
Yeah,
makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah. No, it does. But then equally, as a consumer, why would you have a problem? Why would you have a...
No, but this is the thing, and this is what kind of frustrates me in this world, right? So I think the easier way of like denying responsibility is going, these advertising companies should stop advertising, they shouldn't do this, they shouldn't do that. I'm actually all about individual empowerment. So I'm about actually, can we empower you to be strong enough to go, you know what, regardless of what they fucking advertise to me, I'm still going to say no to it. Because I'm in charge, not the companies that's trying to like brainwash me and influence me to buy these things. So I'm in charge of it. So I'm like, actually, ultimately, everyone should be so empowered in life to be who they want to be and do the things they want to do. Rather than being weak to be like, cool, they show me an advert, I'm going to go and run and buy this thing now.
I'm off.
You know what I'm saying?
Equally, I'm going to contradict myself here, and I'm probably going to do that for the whole time that we're doing this.
No, it's fine.
But I also... I think what you are shown and what's around you is going to have a huge influence on you.
100%. So, but it's the thing. But what I'm aware of, so I bought this, like they didn't, obviously the advertising stuff, right? But I chose to buy this. Like I was actually, so when I went and bought it, I know that They advertised it. I know they did whatever, and I'm like, cool. Do I want to buy it or I not want to buy it? So ultimately, in the end, they didn't make me make my decision.
Yeah,
I made my decision based on all the information I already had.
But
like I know what it does, but I still chose to do it.
But did they push you towards it because there are other energy
They didn't
drinks?
push it.
But there are other energy drinks. When you went to buy a Red Bull, what other energy drinks were around? You got Boost, you got Monster, you got this and that.
No,
but you chose Red Bull.
in Tesco. I mean, in Sainsbury's. What other energy drinks are there?
Cool. How about Nisa? The Nisa next to
I'm talking about today.
Yeah, say fine, but I've been with you to Nisa, and there are other energy drinks there.
Talking about Sainsbury's.
Regardless, bro. That's not the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is when you go to a shop, I've been to a shop with you, and there are multiple energy drinks. You chose Red Bull.
No.
So why Red Bull?
No. Did you not see Boost in my car?
Yeah, okay.
Exactly. Shut the fuck up.
No,
shut the fuck up. Do you want me to go back out the bowl right now?
Back out the bowl, bro.
Back out the bowl. And that was the time I had a choice between Red Bull, there was Boost, there was something else, there was Monster, there was something else. I chose Boost. How about that?
But then again, now look at deeper.
I chose
what color?
Boost.
What color was that? Was that bowl? Was that bowl?
It was red, bro.
Yeah,
and you know why? Because they brainwashed me to buy red, fam.
It was pink and green. That's what it was.
Listen, I was like a bull. I saw red. I went for it. I was like, wow, it was red. Yeah.
Regardless, man. These big companies, they're not big for no reason. They're big because
100%. So I think they listen. So for instance, this is the other thing that fascinates me. We don't talk about this a lot. Yeah. The 99p thing. It'll be like £21 and 99p. That's another psychological thing behind it. So all of these different things, 100%, they're proven, they work. So they do have the strategies, but still, what I'm saying to you, fuck the strategies and fuck the advertising.
Take responsibility, innit?
Empowerment. It's like, can you empower yourself to be like, I know these strategies, I know what they're doing, and I'm gonna choose if I want to or if I don't want to. Because the easier thing is to deny responsibility. To do that, right? To go like, they've got these strategies, they brainwashed me to do it, I didn't want to do it, but I still bought it.
No, I see what you mean.
But the thing is, with these strategies, they're not designed to catch you when you're on guard. They're designed to catch you when you're off guard.
So unconsciously, basically.
Unconsciously, yeah. So when I see something that's
to become conscious.
Yeah. But it's a very difficult. Not 24 hours.
I don't believe it's possible. Because what I'm saying is, take something. I'll give very, very different two examples. Coca-Cola, bro. If you gave it to, if you drank Coke for the first time today, you wouldn't like it. The flavor is not natural to you.
Yeah, I hate Coke, man.
Do you actually hate it?
I genuinely dislike it. But the thing is, this is why it's weird. I don't like it, but where I work, they have a mini fridge. And all they have is fizzy drinks. And I always, every now and again, I might go for the Coke because it looks nice.
Yeah.
I drink him like, why did I do this?
Bro, no, but what I'm saying is, the taste of it is...
It's terrible.
To you, naturally, to any human, naturally, if it's the first time you had it, you would not like it. You would not like it. But you have it once, you have it twice, then you have other things around it that are filled with sugar, filled with this, and that becomes a norm to you and your taste buds, right? You know it's unhealthy to you. You probably wouldn't like it. The first few times, you probably didn't like it. You didn't like the bubbles. You didn't like you don't even drink sparkling water. Do you see what I mean? So things like that, subconsciously, it becomes, bro, but I'm having pizza. I have to have Coke. But I'm having I have to have this.
Do you know what though? Yeah. So I just realized something. Yeah. I think it's a sugar thing. I think the addiction is the sugar addiction, right?
What did we talk about in the wedding?
No, but that's the thing.
Oh, yeah.
So I think it's a sugar thing. I think what happens is like people then start preferring which flavor sugar they want.
Possibly.
Because like different drinks got different. So for you, like you might not want to have the Coke flavored sugar. You might
apple juice. And that's sugar in it,
You know what I'm saying? So it's like what flavor sugar do we want? So the ultimate goal or addiction is for sugar, right?
Right.
But it's just like, what do we want that sugar to be flavored in, or what else do we want it to be in there? So because this is sugar, realistically, it's just got other things in there.
Yeah, it's got bull.
So it's like, it's got bull sperm probably, and I need to sue them anyways because they say they give wings, but man's not flying.
No wings. I ain't seen no wings on you.
No wings in that shit.
None.
You know what's mad, yeah?
Let's take it another point, because you're right. That's a specific thing to sugar. University, you're given an 18-year-old the biggest loan they're gonna take for the next I don't know how many years. Massive loan, huge loan, right? That they're probably never gonna be able to pay for the rest of their life. The interest on it is higher than what they're going to pay on a monthly basis, right?
Yeah.
And that's something that majority, I don't know if it's majority, a big proportion of young people go towards.
Yeah.
They go and take this loan, they go into it. But guess what? If I at 18 went into a bank and said, "You man, can I have this? This is my business plan. This is my credit scores. It's not bad." You wouldn't get that.
Yeah.
But us, we don't find that shocking, because why the hell would you give an 18-year-old 30k?
That's so true.
But somehow, when it's for university, it's okay. When university, it's not going to give you any return. It's not, you don't see a return, bro. I know people that went into university and turned their part-time jobs into full-time jobs right after that. Meaning that the university, it didn't change. It wasn't a mean to pursue a specific career that you only could access through university. But we naturally think, actually, no, you have to go to university and you have to take this loan and you have to do this and you have to do that, and it's normal.
We're taught to believe that from young. It's like from when we go into school. It's like ultimately the ultimate goal for them is university. Yeah, that's where we're trying to get to. Yeah, parents think, especially parents from like backgrounds that are like they're coming from poverty. They think that university is their exit strategy. Like that's how they're gonna come out poverty. Their sons are gonna become a doctor or lawyer or something or whatever. And their kids are already miserable anyways because like they're being forced into doing something that they don't want to, because the parents are using psychological warfare to get them into, because obviously they're providing certain things, right? They're providing that stability and all of the other things. And I think if the parents didn't have that over their kids, the kids wouldn't get into half of the shit that they get into.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
So all of that stuff, like universities, like I find them fascinating because they're fucking outdated. Like in my opinion, it's like whatever people are learning in university, I can go self-learn that myself on the internet. Because where do people go when they study? Like Google. Google.
My entire career is built on the University of Google and YouTube.
Yeah.
And productivity. I think that's my new thing. Instead of saying University of Google and YouTube, the University of Productivity and endurance and perseverance. Yeah. That's my university. My university isn't Brunel or...
Yeah. University makes sense if you're going to be academic.
Do you know what? I think there's some unique universities out there though.
Some what?
Some unique ones. Like I feel like something like Harvard or something. Like there's certain ones where people would go to, and there's like a level of like, but you know what makes it unique? It's not the studies that makes it unique. What? I think it's the people that's there, or the people that are teaching, or there'll be a certain caliber of people. I
see what you mean.
That people can learn from and get inspired by and see them as role models.
Yeah, but is what we saw in I was working in the university sector, in higher education sector during COVID, and what we saw was actually the best universities were the ones lacking the most during COVID in regards to their teaching and learning generally. Why? Because they focused on research. Good universities generally don't focus on teaching and learning. They focus on research. That's what brings them money, and that's what gets them up in the ranks in university. So a lot of policies that were odd for such a high class university to have, they were doing that because their focus was research. And if you're gonna go into an academic, if you're trying to be an academic, if what you're trying to do is learn something and become an expert at it from an academic point of view, and explore it further and find out what else you can find out, university is the best place to do that. Whatever the field is, right? But if you're trying to go into marketing, which is what I did at the marketing degree. If you I'll use myself as an example. I did a marketing degree. After and then I done my placement, there was no correlation between what I learned and what I done.
You would have been better off like putting 30 grand into trying to build a marketing business and learning that way than 30 grand into university.
Having it in the bank and losing value due to inflation. I would have been better off. Which is interesting to think about. But generally that element of innovation is very, very, as you said, outdated. Only if you're going to go into certain engineering, doctor, pilot,
I think there's particular things. Like for example, being a doctor, I think there's certain levels of like. I think there's some competencies that have to come with certain jobs in the world. So I think what university should have really been, it should have been a gateway to building a competency for a particular job role rather than something people are aware. I think what universities do, they sell dreams, right? That's what they capitalize on. They sell people dreams that you're going to go to university, you have this fucking amazing career, you earn this much. So that's what people buy, you know? They don't go to university to learn, they go there to change their life, basically. And you know some of the funniest tricks that universities in the way they market themselves, in the way that they you see a lot. One of the stuff that you see a lot when it comes just before September, when people are starting to choose universities, going to clearing, all of that, what you see is 98% of our students find a job
within 6 months of graduating.
Is
the job in the field that they studied? Most of them, no. Most of them, it's not.
Yeah. That's the thing. So that's false advertisement.
That's what it is. So you're reading that, you're thinking, okay, cool. I'm gonna do an accountancy course. Guess what? Within the next 6 months, if I'm not out of the 2% that are unlucky, I've got a job. That's not the case.
But that's the thing. So technically, they're not lying.
No,
but they're not telling the whole truth.
Absolutely,
they're not telling the whole truth.
I have a question. Okay. How much does it cost you to go to university today? A year?
Too much, man.
That's
9.5 or something.
9.5. Let's say 9.5. That's a rough approximate. So how many years do we go?
For some people, it's more, by the way.
Yeah.
So let's work with the minimum amount. So it'll be 9.5.
Yeah.
How many years do they go? About 3 years, right?
About 3 years, yeah.
9 times 3, 19, 27, 28,000 pounds.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Here's Omar. Okay. Omar is sorry to say your name. I'll bleep it out.
Omar's not here.
Omar's not here. We got a secret.
Omar is an imaginary person I've created.
We made up a person.
He's a hypothetical individual. So here's this guy called Omar that I've never met in my life. Okay, this person wants to be a doctor. Okay, he has a genuine, or she has a genuine passion. His face. He has a genuine passion, or she has a genuine passion to be a doctor. They want to help people. They want to save people. They that's their entire. That's their need. I go up to this Omar person and say, look, here is £29,000 in your bank account. Okay, I just sent it. Barclays, very quickly. Okay, you have 3 years. I'm giving you time. I'm giving you money. You already got the passion. I want you to be a doctor. You're not allowed to use university. Go. I can guarantee you that person will be the best doctor on the planet. Because that person is forced. For starters, time, money, passion, you can do anything in the world. That's Elon Musk has it. Jeff Bezos, all these people, they're doing amazing things. This person has the passion already. I give him time, I give him money. Now, if when I say no university, this person now has to go out of their way to find a way to make it happen. The only problem is whenever I share this thing, I don't have any knowledge in the whole doctoring world, so it's really hard for me to kind of lay out a plan. But the way I see it is this: what can you do? You can pay any doctor. If I go up to any doctor, say, "Here's £15,000. I want to study you for a year. Give me the money. Let's go. Let's do it." So I find a doctor. I give him £15,000. I say, "Cool. I want to study you for 1 year. I want you to teach me everything you know." Yeah. And how much you got left? You got another £15,000 left. Do what you need with that one. Buy courses, buy this, buy that. Do be proactive. Go out your way. This person will be a genuinely good doctor because they are genuinely passionate about it. A lot of those doctors, they don't want to be a doctor at first. You know, Russell Peters. He used to make this joke where he said whenever he goes to hospital, he never wants his doctor to be someone that wants to be a hip hop artist or someone who wants to be a this or a that, because halfway through surgery, you can say, fuck this, I'm off. And they're going to go pursue a career in hip-hop or whatever. But that person who's genuinely passionate, no matter what goes on, no matter what adversity is happening in that surgery room, they're going to figure it out because they want to save lives. That's their whole passion. Yeah. Understand? So a lot of the people that go to doctoring, they may have started out thinking, I want to be a doctor, but then I realize, this university experience is terrible. I'm being forced to do things I don't actually want to do. I don't get to choose my timeline. I don't get to choose when to sleep. I don't get to choose when to take a break. I don't get to choose when to go to the toilet. I have to follow a schedule. Eventually they're going to hate it. The same way I started hating coaching when I was in college. College is like university in Lil's brother.
I actually forgot you did that.
Man did it. Like I did college for 2 years. I did college. I didn't enjoy or go to college.
I think college did you, bro. I think college did him at that time.
I did 2 years. I did 3 years in prison. I did 2 years in college. That's my perspective on it.
I came out fresh home after 2 years.
No trim, no nothing. After the 2 years, I hated coaching. I went back to coaching at the charity that I used to work at. I loved it. After 1 week, I loved it because I could choose. I had the freedom. When you give someone time, money, and passion, and obviously time is where you get the freedom, you can do anything because the passion fuels it. So the passion is what fuels the drive. The time and the money is what the resources that are necessary to make it go. You can't be a doctor at university
on a wide scale though, and I agree with you. I think someone who's passionate about it, someone who's going to go out of their way to find it, I think that's going to make the best candidate for whatever job it may be. But on a large scale, there needs to be a regulatory body. A body that regulates all that. And doctor is a very sensitive thing. Doctors is very, let's take even
lawyer.
Even if it's lawyer or accountant or something like that. You need a body that says, okay, for this person to qualify and be able to do this, we need them to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right? They need to have the papers that prove they can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The papers, yes, they might not be able to do. I'm with you. I'm 100% with you. But that paper needs to exist in some capacity for those type of roles. Just from a how can I trust that you can do it?
Yeah.
How can I trust that?
I can the people that
Trust me, bro.
I can the people that
know
marks my GCSEs trust that I can still do Pythagoras theorem to this day. They can't because I can't do it.
I fam, listen. Put 1K in my account. I'll flip it to 50K. Trust me, bro. I got you, bro.
Trust me. If you're gonna go to the doctor, something like that, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I want something that shows me that you can do this, that you know how to do this.
Yeah.
So would you rather a piece of paper or because think about it, this person, remember Omar, this he or she.
Yeah.
This person has.
Bro, stop saying he or she.
Bro,
it could be a she. Listen. We live in 2022. This person Omar, he has.
It could be a day, bro. How do you don't know that?
It could be a day.
Yeah.
A day or
Let's
a day.
talk about Omar. Omar could be a day.
No, like day, you know, she, you know, like
let's say
all the
Omar,
pronouns and that.
So Omar has spent 3 years figuring out.
Oh, maybe you just punch him in the face, you know.
How about you just stop saying words? That'd be nice. Omar,
bro, I'm gonna grab this camera and dash it out on behalf of Omar.
Let's do Umar. Okay, Umar spent 3 years trying to figure out a way to do this thing. He knows that when he comes to getting a job, he must have some type of proof. The paper is the easiest version of proof. The paper is the easiest version. What if I filmed all of it? What if with let's say £1,000 out of that £3,000, I gave it to one video man, said, no, follow me every single time I do this, whatever. I need to film everything as proof that I can do it.
Yeah, that's even better. That's better than paper. But paper's probably easier to get than filming everything. Yeah,
because that's practical, right? I'm saying,
yeah.
Because think about it, like an examiner, for example. Sometimes examiners, you might get those examiners that will allow you when you're making sick. It's fine. I didn't see it. It's cool.
Yeah.
But if I filmed it, you can't. The people that are gonna hire you, they're gonna watch that shit.
100%.
And then now they're gonna say, okay, you fucked up there. Cool. On that thing you're not good at, fix it and come back to us.
Like when I'm about to cheat on my barber, I try to check the Instagram page. Whoever I'm gonna cheat on, I'm ashamed to say it, but
you have to
publicly. But whenever I've cheated on my barber, I'm like, let me check what this guy's on. And I'll check it a little bit before I do. That's exactly what you're saying.
And plus, you can even have a conversation with your barber.
Huh?
I had a conversation with my barber. Yeah, this is why I keep going to him to this day. He tells me he's been there for years. He used to cut JLS. He used to cut the Arsenal team. This guy, he's experienced, and now he has this thing where he only likes working with people that are regulars rather than like one-off people because he's been there, done it for so long. This is his career for the past 30 years.
Yeah.
Having that conversation, understanding of the mindset of the person, I'd rather that shit than a piece of paper that's signed by some 68-year-old white donny that lives in, I don't know where he lives, in central London.
What makes you think it's always a 60-year-old white donny that's signed in, that's in central London?
Probability and...
Bro, they're the ones that sign things.
Pan recognition.
No, I'm not saying that, no, I'm just saying, but sometimes it's not even like, you know what it is, like, I think people forget that the world is changing. I think we're so used to like the old school way of like everything's like that. I'm starting to meet people that are young in certain positions that are like 25, like 27-year-olds in like certain positions that they're taking over of the people that's retiring now. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And it's like,
but to make the joke funny, I say old rich white people.
No, I get what you mean.
That's definitely not something I'm not exposed to. I definitely like that's one of the most empowering things in the world. But the fact of the matter still is, there is a way to become any career without university. I think university is a scapegoat. I think university is a scapegoat. I think I'll go on the record saying that. Is the easiest way to get a degree.
Yeah. As a whole system, I don't believe in it. I do not believe in it one bit. I don't believe in it. Just the idea of getting a bunch of 18-year-olds saying, take loans, all of you. Take loans now. Now take loans, bring it to me and live here. I built this for you to live in. And then come to my classes. Are they going to be beneficial to...
Do you know what I think, yeah?
You don't know,
I think what universities are really good at is the social experience.
Yes, definitely.
I say that's the only thing they got to offer.
Yeah.
It's that social experience.
Because there's this ongoing joke in America where that kid that was homeschooled is always that weird kid. That's my daddy used to feed me cornflakes with a fork. And, them weird cut. They're known as the homeschooled kids because they don't have the experience of the social environments.
Yeah.
I'm saying I might consider myself an example. I never went to university and ask him about how I am in social studies.
Fucking hell, mate.
But regardless,
you do well, bro.
You're sick. Come on. What kind of sick?
though.
What kind of sick?
Huh?
What kind of sick?
Other kind of sick.
but the thing is, as much as maths can be taught, so can socialization. Socializing.
Socialization.
That can be taught as well, or learned as well.
Yeah.
And that's by putting yourself as that spider. Right there. Sorry. Anyway, sorry. It's right there.
That's in a nutshell. That's how his brain works. So like,
right there,
we're about to have a serious conversation. So basically, one time there was this like philosophical story about that. Oh, is that a butterfly?
Mad.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is you're sacrificing, because you said one of the best things that university has to offer is the social side of it. But
in my opinion, some people probably say like, "Shut the fuck up." That was bullshit.
I'm with you on that one. I'm definitely agree with you on that one. But where else can I learn that? Can I only learn that from the university, or can I go to Box Park and this place and this place and learn it there? Yes, 100% I can. So what does university have to offer?
Yeah.
What does it have to offer?
Dreams.
False dreams.
Yeah, well, to some people it's a reality. To some, very small proportion.
And the thing is, the fact of the matter is, I dislike university for the people that are like me.
Yeah.
There are millions, if not quadrillions. No, there's only a bit too. There's millions of people in this world have benefited from university, which is why I'm still not 100% against it. Just 95%.
University, I think it also sells comfort. You're 18, you don't know what to do. You have no idea what to do. You don't know.
Yeah, no,
right? And then you see all your boys applying, everyone in your school is applying to this and that. I think it sells comfort. It sells.
Definitely.
I'm not the one that's left behind. I'm not the one that didn't make it. I'm not the one that, and it sells you comfort for a few years. You're comfortable, and it gives you that buffer between a child and an adult. It gives you that little buffer. It gives you that little. You're legally you're an adult. Legally you're an adult.
But you're not treated as one.
But you're not treated at all.
At what point did you feel like you found yourself, like going for education system? Like, did you feel like you knew yourself in school? For like what did you do like A levels straight after?
So my journey through education is an interesting one. So I moved to this country when I was in year 7, not knowing any English. She's welcome to the club, bro. Gang, come on, gang.
We're
doing alright.
Yeah, we're doing alright, fam.
We're doing alright. But I moved there knowing no English, and it's that time where all the kids are a little bit. They become their wildest.
Yep.
So and depending on where you went for school, it also I used to me and my siblings say we entered jungles. We didn't enter school. It was jungles, bro, and we didn't know English. So that's how it started. So throughout my secondary school and high school education, I believed personally that I wasn't intelligent, and there was nothing you can do about it. Some people are, and some people are not, and I believed that, and I was okay with it. I thought I'm very hardworking. That's something I gave myself. Intelligence I didn't have, right?
But was that so? Just to explain a little bit, was that to do more with the academic intelligence? Because obviously,
yes,
okay,
very
cool.
Very much so. However, when I entered university and when I felt like I'm on an even playing field, there wasn't sets. There wasn't. You've collected all the kids that are a bit, you're not too confident on them, you put them in one class and you left them to be. When there was equality in treatment and in education, when I entered university, I saw myself excel a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. And I think that
so what changed at that point?
What changed was my environment. And the fact that it was reliant on the person, not the class you are in. And I like to bring up this example whenever I speak about things like this. In just before my English GCSE exam, our teacher asked the class, we were bottom set. Yeah, I'm proud to say for my set 8 people. Come on. She gave the pen to one of the students and said, who wants to teach today? So you guys teach. We have our English GCSE the next this was the last lesson before that. None of us passed. Not one of us passed.
That's crazy.
Which is nuts to think about. But for a lot of my education journey in school, I don't believe that the aim of the school or the system was for each individual to be the best that they can be. It was more so with targets, with quotas. With,
So like school, like they had other priorities basically.
Yeah. Whereas university, it was everyone be in the same class. Whoever wants to learn, you can learn. If you don't want to learn, you don't want to learn.
It's a choice.
It's a choice. And if everyone does badly, we'll raise the marking grade. And if everyone does good, we'll lower it. It was that.
It makes sense.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
did you have any like teachers in university which kind of like maybe try to bring a better side out of you or like encourage you to do certain things?
Nah, you know.
Nah, so it was just all you, that kind of thing.
I don't think it was. I wouldn't. I think it's arrogant to say it was. I don't think.
No, but was it like, so basically my question is like, were there like anyone encouraging you to be like yo, like you're, or like just kind of like pointing out your intelligence and saying like, yo, you can do this and
it was when I started, and because I always like to think that I'm quite hardworking. I love to work. I love to put in the work, but it was when others in those classes would come to me for help, and I'm like, raw. People are coming.
Okay.
Do you see where I'm coming from? I'm like, and then there was a level of There's also a level of imposter syndrome at that point. There was a little bit of.
You're thinking like, why are they coming to me for? Yeah.
And are they gonna? Oh, they might actually find out. I'll tell them I don't know, just in case they find out. I'm not actually. I'm not actually. Do you see where I'm coming from?
And you downplay it. You kind of downplay it. Like, but I'm not sure what this is, but it's like that. Yeah.
Exactly that. But when that happened, I was thinking, okay, what has changed? And it was just the environment. When the environment changed, it forced me to change, and it allowed me to be who I'm comfortable to be.
So would you say that university was the time when you discovered that who you are as an individual, or was it like a bit later than that?
I think I still don't know who I am.
Okay,
I'm still finding that. I think every experience, and I think I don't want to find out who I am. I'm happy to be someone that constantly changes.
Of course,
I love that, and. Recently, actually, I'm making a lot of life change, recently, and the person I am this month is so different to the person I was 2 months ago. To the extent where I probably wouldn't chill with myself 2 months ago. See where I'm coming from?
That's interesting, man.
Yeah, and a lot of it to do with the religion. A lot of it to do with Ramadan. After Ramadan comes, people start start changing. Yeah.
Do you know what helped me the most when I was this was a real eye opener for me when I was in school, secondary as well. Imagine. When we learnt that what the teachers want to teach and what the curriculum wants them to teach are two completely different things, and the curriculum always wins, always, no matter what. Understand? So from when my teacher does not believe in what they're teaching, not because they believe in their teaching ability, don't get me wrong, they think they're a good teacher and they believe they're good teachers, and I want to agree, but they do not believe what they're being taught to teach. From when I heard that begun my downfall in belief in the school system. So I used to believe in the school system. I used to think, you know what, if I follow this thing, if I go to college and university, then eventually I become successful, my dad will be happy with me, all that shit. I reckon if I went to university, my dad would be more disappointed in me today than he would be if I went to, if I didn't. I think he's more proud of me today based on what I've built for myself.
Oh, look, you make more money than people who can go to university and graduate and get a job after.
Unfortunately, because I think university is the English dream or the American dream. You know how you call it? It's called the American dream. I think it's the English dream. The following the college and the university and following that whole path. That's a dream, and in reality, once you get there, it's like
you know what university sounds like? It sounds like what else is there option? What else is there? It's like I'm about to finish my edit. What else is there?
What can I do?
Yeah, what can I do?
What can I do?
What else is there? But university.
Yeah. Bro, when you look at what actually people, bro, man are going to university to study English lit. Where are you going? Not to say, bro, love to everyone that studies English lit, but where are you? Like, what is it
to go and study Shakespeare's lines?
But that's what I'm saying. But some people love that. And that's amazing. Do that.
Yeah.
But those 3 years are almost like let me do my hobby.
Yeah.
So that's very different. That's very. Do you see what I mean?
That's exactly what it is.
Let me go and do my hobby for.
Thou shalt waste 3 years.
Thou shalt enjoy it, but they don't enjoy it either.
Thou shalt, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they don't enjoy it either. So what I'm thinking is, same with me. I did marketing, bro. What was I doing? Like people might think, what was I doing? What was I doing for all those years? But there's specific history, geography. I would say I would put business generally within that mix. I would put.
Do you know what I want to be? I want to be. Remember that guy in school? Yeah, you went to school in this country, innit?
Yes.
So you know, and so Leo. Yeah. I want to be that guy that pulls up out of universities after university's finished in a BMX thing. We man saying like, we lot doing. That guy that used to do in school that used to pull up in BMX. I want to be the guy doing that after their lectures, university. We man say, we trying to go out and do this. Nah, bro, come man, I'm broke, man. Why you broke? You go to university, you got a small loan of a couple £100. Why you broke? I want to be that guy because, like, in hindsight, we used to look at that guy thinking, right, you're jobless, bro. You're undateable. You're this and that and that.
I don't think you want to be that guy.
I want to be that guy.
I don't think you want to be that guy. I think you just want to prove a point.
That's the whole purpose of it.
And I don't think you need to be that guy to prove that point.
I want to prove a point. And the point being, we used to look at... It's so the mind of a child.
I think you feel sorry for them. I don't think you want to be that guy.
Feel sorry for universities.
I think you feel sorry for people that go to uni.
No. The thing about those. I definitely do feel sorry for those who go to.
I know, but that's what I don't think you want to rub it in the face. I think you want to like give them a hug.
No. Because the thing is, no. What I really want to do is because the mind of a young person is very fragile and is very easily manipulated, isn't it? We used to look at those people and think, yeah, these men are undateables. They're jobless. I'm saying they're homeless with a home. Or you like to say, but they're not. They just bust case early, and we're still in prison. We're still doing our case. Like these people are ones who escaped the prison, and now we as a collective, as a community who go to school, look down on that person because they're not with us. Doesn't matter what the truth is, because if the truth is bad to do this, but we're all doing that bad thing, whoever does a good thing is looked down upon by that community. Because they're not part of the community.
Yeah, but I'd say, you know what? I told you I'm gonna contradict myself all over the gaff. As much as I say, why you go and studying this or that? Generally, it's safer. It is the safer option.
Easier.
There's safety in that.
Yeah. No, I'm not denying that.
Safety in that.
I mean, yeah. There's a level of safety. Like, cool. Like, if I'm at uni for 3 years, I can get to figure out what the fuck I'm doing.
Uni
for 3 years. So I'm safe for 3 years. I can be like, look, I'm at uni now. And while I'm at uni, I'm figuring shit out.
And I have a degree at the end of it.
At the end of it, there's something still there.
I have something,
It's like, that makes perfect sense.
Uni is the gap year. You know, people say, I'm going to go take a gap year, then go to uni. Uni is the gap years.
Yeah.
Uni is the years where you go out and find yourself.
The gap years for life.
There we go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the gap. The 3 years you spend in uni, or even 1 year, I'll probably take 1 year in uni if I was in that position. That's the time you spend to do exactly what you just said. Explore yourself and find yourself, I'd say. And then your life starts after you finish that gap year.
I see what you mean.
I took a gap year for a couple of years. I thought I was going to do coaching for the rest of my life. Look at me now. Completely different career. And it's working out.
I should probably go back to coaching.
You reckon?
No, just playing, fam.
I would love to, you know. I want to do sessions with Solomon.
But what if you do coaching on filming, bro?
I preached. You know, when I did the Brampton coach, I used to coach year fives in this primary school. Sorry. One of the things I proposed to them was me doing a filming school for them. Like after school club filming school. So yeah, bring a proposal, give me like a price list, whatever. But as soon as I brought him the price list, it was like, impossible. Because they can't get funding for that shit, man. I need to buy cameras for it. It's a myth. But I do want to teach it because my passion is I've always had a passion for teaching. Like even before I did coaching, I always loved sharing. When I used to do origami as a kid, I used to love to go to my sister and say, oh, look what I did. Can I teach you how to do it? And I used to do magic tricks. Remember, I used to do magic tricks with cards. I'll be the only magician that would show people how to do it.
Do you know where you should go teach?
What's that teach?
In universities.
Go on.
I say you should go teach in universities.
Go teach in university, Bro, I'll just tell him to get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Just go.
We were actually speaking about this. On the way here. I would have loved to be a teacher.
In university or
no, school. No, in school.
No, but that's what it's problematic because you're balling chained up.
Yeah.
Because remember, the people like yourself, I had those teachers, and they were here like this, ball and chain, because they had no freedom.
I mean, what defines who the teacher is, though?
No, I'm talking about just a teacher at school. Teacher. But it's not about what I wanted to teach. It's about how much impact you'll have in these in these young minds. In these.
But that's the thing. So I'm like, you can still have the same impact without being a teacher at school.
Be you fucker.
No, the youth for just in general. Like even now, you could tomorrow you can build a platform or something. You can do. There's a lot of different possibilities for you to do that without having to be the teacher.
I would have loved to do it full time. I would have loved for it to be my life. I'll tell you what. If the one thing that stopped me is the pay. If the pay wasn't what it is.
But what I'm saying, you can still do the same thing that you want to do in terms of creating that impact.
Yeah.
And probably get the pay that you want to get without having to do that job. You can do it through other platforms. I.e. fucking TikTok.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
It's not.
I'm just saying.
See what you mean.
Because you might think that, I'm not making impact. But actually, you don't know who the fuck's watching at the end of the thing and how they're taking it.
That's true.
Because how you receive it when you watch TikTok is different to how other people receive it. So for you, it might not work. But for another person, TikTok's probably the most amazing platform to learn. You know?
I see what you mean. Yeah.
Because everyone's different. So like how you, so sometimes because we're kind of like, we're sometimes victims of thinking that the way we receive stuff is how everyone else does. That's not true. You know, everyone receives things differently. So,
especially generationally, it changes a lot. Now that people are much more accepting of getting knowledge and meeting people. My friend, my little sibling has as many online friends as he has real life.
Yeah,
which is mad to me. It's people he's never met before.
Yeah.
So it's different. It's
and now we're starting to live in an era where both are combining. So like, there's people that meet online. They say, hey, like, let's meet up in person in real life.
Yeah.
You know, you get that. You know, it's really interesting. And some people meet in person in real life, and they go, actually, let's jump online and like maybe play something or do something else.
I don't see you at all for a hot minute.
I think we as beings and we as people who are insightful should learn to plant the seed and leave. And forget you even planted that seed, and let nature run its course. Like, we need to learn to put the plant, the seed into the floor, cover it up, and ignore it, because that's what this podcast is, right? This podcast is us planting the seeds, and it's not even thinking about what it's going to do.
Yeah,
we're hoping that a tree comes from it.
Yeah.
We understand if. I'm not even hoping the tree's coming.
Yeah, exactly.
The tree's coming. There's no debating or denying. Listen, the tree's coming.
Yeah,
it's just a matter of time.
Yeah, I'm saying, when I say the tree, I'm talking about young people that listen to us and other people that. So we film this weekly. We post this weekly.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time.
We share it, and we hope that people will watch one episode and think, "Raw, that's mad," and it got to do amazing things.
You don't hope,
it will.
It's happening.
Yes. But we don't like look for it, and because Leo used to say his thing, and like I said, it's counterproductive for me to share that you said it first, but you've been inspired by the world, let the world be inspired by you. Share an experience and say, no, I did it because of this person. No, I did it because of me. I did it. They helped, they're contributing, and they're contributing factors, and I can list every single contributing factor that in my life has benefited me, but I did it.
I love that. I actually love that. The seed bit, I love that.
Yeah,
the stuff that I've learned, I'll say even from my parents, there's things that they've tried to sort of drill in me and listen, do this, do that, and it didn't go in as smoothly as
they're always checking up on the tree.
Small, exactly.
And they're pissed off at the fact that it's taking so long.
Yeah. But then things that they didn't even tell me, that I just saw, I glimpsed. I saw my dad treating someone in a particular way, in a good way. Seeing my mom treating someone in a good. That has just stuck with, and I was like, okay, that is the way to do it, and there's no other way.
Because it's not about telling you what to do; it's about showing you, and it's also about sometimes. I think sometimes the best way to. It's about having a conversation to allow another person to realize how they want to do something or what they want to do. Is because telling someone to do it, they just go oh yeah, you're right. Like if someone says you're right, it's already wrong, because you're right means just like, I'm done with this conversation.
Yeah.
It's like if you talk about something, go, oh, you're right. But let's talk about this thing.
Exactly.
But if people go that's right, there's a difference, because they go, that's right. They agree with it.
I see what you mean.
They go, that's right. If you say something, you say, that's that. And they go, that's right.
I see what you mean.
There's a big difference to you're right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But when it comes to, it's interesting. I love that. Planting the seed. Love that. Love that. No, it's a very interesting way to look at it. One seed that was planted in me that I'm so happy that it was planted is one time my dad said, I must have done something. And then he was like, okay, Brim, what if tomorrow you went and that person done it to you? And it's something you hear all the time. Would you like to? But he was like, what if? I was like, he was like, don't answer. Just think about that, bro. Yeah. I took that sort of 5 second, 6 second chat. It became for many years. Whenever I'm about to do something, I'll ask myself that. Whenever.
How old was he at the time?
I was very young. I think I was in year 1 or 2.
Because when you're the younger, you want more easily manipulative
or molded.
Manipulative.
Yeah, molded.
Your mind is.
Yeah.
I'm saying, so you can.
I need to get a speech therapist, because.
You actually gave me a card for it, innit?
Huh?
You gave me a card for it. I still got that card. But no, like the younger, the easier it is to manipulate a young mind.
Yeah.
And with this superpower comes great responsibility, isn't it? With that, had responsibility to look at you as a young person, thinking, you know what, I want to make this mind as great as possible. And that's what he did with that one lesson.
Right, I see what you mean. Yeah. But it's crazy. It's planting the seed. I love that. Planting the seed. No, I really love that.
Title of the pod. Why not, man? Title of the pod.
I like it.
Spread the seed. It's just different to planting a seed. But yeah, man.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Like, what fascinates you in life?
Me?
Yeah, what'd you find?
Wait, sorry. Before you even ask that one, what's something that people should know about you?
What was that?
Oh yeah, we didn't even get to ask you that actually. So yeah, what's the one thing that people should know about you? That's usually our like intro question, but we kind of jump straight into
What's one thing that people should know about me?
Yeah.
That's an interesting one.
We didn't warn him about it, innit?
What's that?
We didn't warn him about the question.
Yeah.
Is that the plan?
He catches everyone off the guard, innit?
Yeah.
Do you normally tell people or not?
Nah, we don't. We're starting to now. Cause
No. Are you?
Yeah, remember we had a conversation.
I didn't have that conversation.
I don't think you should.
You did.
I think you should let them struggle with it in the light.
Cool. Struggle then. Struggle. Suffer.
Let's go. Where is it?
Suffer.
So what is one thing that people should know about me?
Yeah.
I make mistakes and I'm very happy. And I know that I make mistakes. And what I try to do is I try to fix them. If I've wronged someone, I try to fix it. If I don't fix it, let me know, because I want to fix it. That's that one thing that you should know about me. I do make mistakes, and I know I make mistakes, and I want to fix them. So let me know. I think that's something that is really
You know what? I had an epiphany today.
Yeah.
It's basically what you just said. Whenever someone says, "Oh, you're wrong," or "That's not correct," my new response to that is, "Oh yeah, lit, cool, what's right?" You know what I'm saying? I'm excited. I've now had this kind of, what's it called? What's Junior's name? What's Junior's the one that Ebbs gave him? What's it called? Something shift. What's it?
Oh, paradigm shift.
I had a paradigm shift. Yeah.
What's that? I don't know what that is.
Like a shift in mindset kind of thing.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So instead of like, oh yeah, oh shit, I'm wrong. Oh well. Nah. Oh yeah, I'm wrong. Oh yes, go. Cool. What's right? Teach me. I want to be excited about being wrong.
Yeah.
That's my new kind of, that's something I want to explore a lot more now. Like I want to be excited. I want to look forward to being wrong. I don't want to do things wrong and inconvenience people and kind of fuck up and do this. But I would like to be excited whenever I'm wrong unintentionally. Because that allows learning, that allows improvement, that allows bettering me as an individual.
Yeah. No, I see what you mean.
I look forward to mistakes now.
Yeah. I was thinking more of the element. What I meant was more so in the element of I'm probably gonna wrong you. Accidentally, very accidentally. But I'm probably gonna say something. I'm probably gonna do something or say something.
People should let you know.
But let me know if I.
Yeah, because that's not the intention, isn't it? And it's just like sometimes I feel like it happens, isn't it? People have different ways of like taking things in. Sometimes you might even mean, or sometimes people might even misunderstand what you meant. You know, like you might say something, there's a misunderstanding. So, but if they let you know, you have that conversation about it. Go, actually, there's a misunderstanding.
Yeah, and I think being open like that, it never brings any harm. And if someone's open with me about it, or if I'm open, let's say you done something that offended you, and I told you, and then you acted in a way that's a bit nuts. That's fine. Then we know. Then I know. Okay, cool, and we'll go as. But you see what I mean?
Do you know what it is? And I think the issue is that I think we're living in a world where not many people are brave enough to say that. You know, if something does happen, then not many people are not brave enough to say that. You know.
I see what you mean? Yeah.
Well, yeah, man. Obviously, we kind of starting to come towards the end.
Yeah.
One thing I want to talk to you about quickly before we wrap up is what's your understanding of, if I say like mental prisons, like how do you understand that phrase?
Mental prisons. I would imagine it'll be a prison built by your surroundings, and you'll be stuck in a place that your surroundings and what you take in and what information, who you sit with, all of that has created for you, and you'll be stuck in it. Sometimes I'll even take it a step further. I'll say, if that's the definition I'm giving it, I don't know if it is or not, but that's if I had to make up a definition, it'd be that. Sometimes it can be a good thing. It can be a good prison to be in.
So it's interesting you say that. So for instance, like it sounded like when you was in school, you was in your own mental prison, which was around like I'm not like smart enough, or that's a mental prison, right? It's not. It wasn't a factual thing. It's not that he wasn't intelligent. It's just you put yourself in this prison of like I'm not intelligent enough, or I don't understand it. And I feel like sometimes in life, like people create their own mental prison for that. Another word for it, or another phrase for it, would be limiting beliefs. So people have limiting beliefs. So like a mental prison could be, I can't do this, or I can't achieve that, or whatever. I feel like people put themselves in so many different mental prisons, and they're stuck in there. Yeah. And sometimes I meet people and it just hurts to see, because I can see what a prison is.
Right.
And they're in there, and it takes sometimes some people stay in that prison for the rest of their life. Some people end up leaving that prison, and you can see them like feeling like free and liberated.
No, I see what you mean. But there's an element of I think some people that I know in regard I would perhaps, we've spoken about that in regards to, okay, cool, this is your mindset, and this is what you're on. Explore that, question that, look around that. But I think equally there might be an element of trying to exit that mental prison too much. I think there's an element of it being too much when you're questioning things. You don't need to be. That's how you go into. Everyone has these people that that are too much into conspiracy theories and into this and into that. I think there's an element where it becomes counterproductive. There's an element where it's very beneficial to question what's around you and not accept the status quo. But I think sometimes it becomes an element of there needs to be a level of conformity. There needs to be a level of unity. There needs to be some concepts that everyone. I feel like that needs to exist for our functioning society. So I think there's two levels of it. There's prisons where we can be in collectively. Let's believe in the systems that we're in. Let's believe in this, and that's a positive prison to be in. Let's all be in that prison together. But then also don't put yourself into another prison in your own mind. So I look at it in two separate ways. I think there's good out of it and there's bad out of it.
Yeah, that's interesting.
That's how I look at it personally. Yeah,
that's pretty cool, man. Is there anything you want to promote?
Anything I want to promote? No, really, man. It's a pleasure to be here. Follow me on Insta. Can we put on my Insta somewhere? Can we put it here?
Can we do that? What can we do? You can just... we'll put it...
I don't know.
We'll probably put it at the start. We actually put a start and then we'll put it in the description as well.
What do people normally say when do they have businesses and that?
We've got all kinds of people. So you might want to promote something. I don't know. You might want to say I want to promote love or something.
Promote a book.
But usually so that people promote like different things. Like if they do something, like obviously you've got a small community of people that part of this journey. So they might want to connect with you. So anything.
I wanna. If you know what it is, I think one book, as you say, that'd be amazing for, especially for people that watch this type of podcast or podcasts that are for self-improvement. There's a book that we spoke about actually. That one, exactly that one. The 11 leadership characteristics that have changed the world. Is that what it's called? Can we pull it up? Yeah. Can we pull it up? And the book is about the 11 leadership characteristics, the 11 styles of leadership that the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ had, that really had an impact on the, at the time, strange message that he had being accepted by so many people. I think that's
11 leadership qualities that changed the world.
That's the one. Amazing read. And I think for anyone that, if I'm going to promote anything, I'd actually encourage people to go and read that amazing book, and it fits really well with the theme of this podcast.
Love that, man. Love that. So the final question that we ask every single person is, once you get a chance to tell something to 7.8 billion people, what are you going to tell them?
If I get the chance to tell something...
when you get the chance.
When I get the chance. Inshallah. It'll be... It'll be another contradiction to everything I said. It'll be learn. Go out of your way to learn. Don't make learning something passive. Make it something that you go out of your way for. And there's no limit to it.
Put yourself in more situations where you can learn.
Go out of your way to learn. Go out of your way to learn. Yeah.
Don't wait for it to come to you.
No. Don't say I'm learning on TikTok and I'm learning on from. No, go out of your way and learn. Get a subject that you love and really dive into it. Be an expert at it. That's what I'd say.
Love that, man. Nice. Beautiful conversation. Nice. Thanks for coming, bro.
Love. Thank you for having me.
Cheers.
Cheers. What would you end it? Love, bro.